These are the shop bought shallots, having sat in this compost now for about 3 weeks. And as you can see, these round shallots are starting to throw green shoots, and they look as though they've kicked on. These shallots, on the other hand, the longer shallots, don't seem to have done anything at all. Okay, so what we need to do now is decide if these guys are ready to pot on, if we're ready to grow these on, or if they need to stay in this compost a little longer. So we'll do the round shallots first, and we'll just tease them out of the compost and see what's happening at the base of the bulb. Oh yeah, I think you can see that quite clearly. There's roots on that shallot. These shallots are actually starting to split. Don't know if you can tell that. I hope you can. Starting to get roots on these shallots. Yeah, so these shallots are actually growing now. There's the green tip and roots at the base. So we're going to plant these shallots on. We'll just have a look at these longer shallots, see what we've got here. No green tip. There doesn't appear to be any root growth there. At least not yet. Not on that one. Or that one. Do they look like the beginnings of small white roots? Maybe. These may need to sit a little longer. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing with these long shallots yet, other than leaving them where they are and hoping that they will spark up, throw some roots, maybe a green tip, and then we'll plant these ones up. But for the time being, we're going to put these to one side, and the only ones we're going to plant up are these round shallots. Now, as I've already said, we're going to grow these shallots on in pots, and I'm growing them on in 10-inch pots. And I think you need to be really realistic in your expectations when you decide how many shallots you're going to plant in a pot. Now, it wouldn't be unrealistic for each of these shallots to throw, say, 4 or 5 new shallots. I've grown shallots before, and that's fairly average. 4 or 5 shallots from one shallot. So if we were to be optimistic and say each of these would throw 5 new shallots, if we put 4 of these in a pot and each of those threw 5 shallots, we would have 20 new shallots. 20 shallots, and I think that's a realistic expectation for a 10-inch pot. If we start putting more shallots than that, more than the original 4 shallots in the pot, perhaps we'd overcrowd the pot. And I've never done this before, and so I'm not too sure how this will turn out. But anyway, I've made a decision. I'm going to put 4 of these shallots in a 10-inch pot, equally spaced, and grow them on. And we'll see what we get at the end of the growing season. So I'll just move this table to one side and bring this 10-inch pot into shot. Okay, that's the 10-inch pot into shot. Can you hear that rain? Can you hear it? It's absolutely pouring down. Right, this is the 10-inch pot. And because these are going outside now, I've actually made some protection to go on the top of this pot. I've showed you this in a previous video. This is 4 lemonade bottles, top and tail, put together, stapled, just to make a windbreak. And because when you put anything in a pot, it tends to stand it up a bit, and that allows the wind to strike it even more so. So what I'm going to do is, so that I get these shallots equally spaced, I'm just going to use a plant label and pop one down as best I can in the middle of these windbreaks. Okay, now we can lift this off, and that's where we want to plant our shallots. Okay, these are the shallots we're planting, as you already know. So, first shallot, I'm going to pop that shallot where that used to be and push him down. Okay, second shallot, we'll push him down. Okay, now if you can visualise each of those producing 5 shallots, that pot will be full. If that's what happens, that pot will be full, won't it? If each of those turn into 5. So that's about it, we can't put any more in there. Sit that on top, like so. And then we'll secure that by pushing some sticks in. I haven't got the sticks indoors, but I'll secure that by pushing some sticks in, and that'll protect those shallots. And then they'll grow on. Okay. So there will be other parts to this video. I will run this experiment right through to the end, so you will see an end result. But you will need to watch the next part of the video. Okay. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.